Yo, what's good, Almighty Gang? Welcome back to a brand new video, guys. I know I haven't posted in a hot minute, guys. I took a little break from YouTube. I started focusing on some stuff with my father, and I've really been enjoying it with him. And so, now I've got a little bit more time on my hands, so I'm now gonna be dedicating some more time to YouTube while helping him out with the business as well. So hopefully you guys will be seeing more videos, more live streams, and I hope I see you guys in the live streams or the videos as well, guys. But anyways, guys, for this video I came up with a really good idea thanks to Boppy. Had to throw him in there. But I'm pretty much gonna be ranking all the rogue characters from best to worst. So this game is pretty much new, as you guys can tell. Right? Oh, wrong way. Oh, that way. Yeah, that way. Up there on the top left, it is a game called Rogue Company. I believe the same company, I believe Epic Games, which is the same company that made Fortnite, made this game as well, or something like that. I know it's Epic Games and Rogue Company work together or something like that. But this game is gonna be popping off soon. So just wanted to make a little intro or a little diagram of letting anybody new that's coming into the game, letting them know who is the best in my opinion and who is the worst in my opinion. So if you guys want to watch that, stay tuned. Like always, guys, hit that smash that like button, hit that sub button, and turn those notifications on for future live streams and videos. Let's get into the video, man. Alright, guys, so this is the little diagram that I got. I know it's kind of ratchet, but it's the only diagram I could really come up with on the spot. So from green being the best, which is A, and then B, C, D, F. So you don't want to get an F. You feel me? Like, as in school, you don't want to be in the F or the red. Alright, so the first person we got is Anvil. So this guy has a shield. So he pretty much deploys a barricade, stops people from coming in, and he's immune to EMT, slow, blind effects, stuff like that. So this guy, pretty much, I'm gonna try to keep this video nice and short. This guy doesn't really have that many weapons. He's not really that effective. He's just overall, he's not a good character in my opinion, at least. And he's a big guy, so he's a big hitbox. He has a really big hitbox, and I believe he's kind of slower than the rest of the people. I believe. Don't quote me on that. But he has an LMG. His weapon's not really that good. It's alright. It just has a lot of bullets. But there's definitely better operators better than him. So for that reason, I'm putting him in the for that reason, I'm gonna be putting him in the D tier. Alright, so this next guy is called what's his name? What's this guy's name? Alright, so this guy's next name is Chak. So this guy is actually pretty good. He has his ability is he can overheal himself and he can revive himself when he's down. So that's pretty OP. And when he's down, he can actually dodge roll. So if you're down, you can dodge roll to avoid people trying to shoot you, and you can dodge roll out of cover. So this guy is pretty good. He's actually underrated. He has a shotgun that does a pretty good amount of damage, and he has a pretty good SMG too. It's not really that good of an SMG, but it holds his weight pretty much. And for that reason, I put this guy in the. B tier. Alright, next guy we got is Dallas. So Dallas is overrated in my opinion. The reason being is his target. He has an ability that he can reveal anybody that's in the a close proximity for a short duration, and his ability recharges when he downs an enemy. There is a perk, right? They all have certain perks. There's certain perks that you buy them and you cannot be revealed, so that whole ability is pretty much useless. But other than that being said, his gun, which is like an AK type gun, is really good. It's a really good gun. This is his best feature. And then he has a DMR, and it's really good too, but his the fire rate is kind of slow on it, so his AK is a lot better as comparison to his DMR. And for that reason, I put this guy in the D tier. Alright, so the next guy we got is Dima. Alright, Dima is a kind of like a fragger. He shoots his grenade launcher, and it's like a cluster of mini grenades type stuff. And then his passive ability is when you're down, you're revealed. Enemies are down. Enemies that you've downed are revealed to the team for a short duration. It's pretty much useless. That's it. His gun is kind of like an AK, but it's weaker than Dallas's gun, and this guy is pretty much not good at all. He has a 3-round burst gun. Burst gun is pretty much better than his AK, but other than that, his perks aren't really that good. Doesn't have any really good throwables, and his perks are average. So, and anyways, when somebody throws a grenade launcher, you could just easily dodge it and get out the way. This guy is really only for getting people out of the corners or when you have a tight objective, right? So other than that, he's pretty much useless. So for that reason, I put this guy in the D tier as well. All right, so next one we got is Glitch. I personally don't have Glitch, but I know what he does. I've played against people that know what he does, and in my opinion, honestly, in my opinion, this guy is trash. The only good thing about this guy is that he has a very good SMG. This is one of the best SMGs in the game, right? Hopefully they nerf this damn SMG because it's a laser, but that's it. His perks are doo-doo, and his throwables are doo-doo. His ability is that if there's you can activate somebody's device and you can pretty much hack it, and they can't use their device for like a minute. That's it. And then his passive is you can detect nearby equipment even through walls. So his ability is pretty much useless. You feel me? Like when you're gonna rank somebody, you have to rank them on the overall of the character. Other than that, it's pretty much useless. So this guy, yes, although I have not played with this guy I'm gonna be putting in the F tier. F tier. All right, so next one we got is Lancer. Lancer is a, pretty much to put it this way, is a goated player. He's pretty much, you can take on a whole squad and still be alive, honestly. Her ability is she gains movement, quieter speed, and is immune to being revealed until she fires a weapon. And the thing that's broken about her is her passive. When she dodge rolls, her weapon reloads. So you're in a fight, you dodge roll, and your gun's reloaded already. Like, that is so broken. I don't know if they're gonna fix that in the future. The game is pretty much new. Her SMG is cracked. All right, this is like, in my opinion, this is the best SMG. All right, so Glitch's SMG and her SMG are like neck and neck right there. And her perks are pretty much good. She has this perk right here is life drain. So when you down somebody, you actually get more life. So it's literally like a tank. Honestly, this is like probably the best character in the game right now. If anybody has a chance to buy her, definitely buy her. That's why I'm gonna be putting her in the A tier. All right, so next one we got is Phantom. All right, so Phantom is a sniper. He pretty much, her ability is she throws a smoke, and anybody that's in that smoke is revealed. You can see them through it. It has like a red outline. And then when you hit somebody, the passive is their regeneration is delayed. So she's pretty good if you can hit your shots. As long as you can hit your shots, she's nasty. And I know a lot of people can practice and hit their shots, and honestly, it does 80 to the body, and then you just come up and you pistol them, which is pretty OP. And then she has a DMR, which is pretty broken as well. So she's a very good character. and her perks are really good as well. She also has life drain, and she also has this cloaked, which means that you won't be revealed to Dallas's perk and whatnot. So she's a very good op if anybody wants to be a sniper, or if it's a long range map, etc. So for that reason, I'm gonna be putting her in the A tier. No, in the B tier, my bad. Alright. Next one is Ronin. Alright, so Ronin is the first character you use when you buy the game. She's in the introduction, and you kind of get a start, kind of get a feel for how she plays and stuff like that. Her ability is she throws this ballistic knife, kind of like a trap. If you walk by it, it activates it and kills it. It's pretty good if you're if you know how to use it correctly. It can cut off flanks. And then on the passive is she's hidden from enemies on the mini map. So sometimes Talon has a little knife that he throws. She's hidden from it. Her gun is okay. It's pretty good, actually. Not okay. It's pretty good. You know, she can hold her weight. And then this little SMG gun is alright. Not really that good. And then her perks are pretty good. She also has this perk, which is Sixth Sense. If somebody's looking at you in your direction, it notifies you. So overall she's a pretty good character, but she's not like that good. Feel me? So for this reason, I personally don't like her as much because when you throw the knife, there's like a little beeping sound, right? That little beeping sound tells you that there's a knife, or there's a trap of her little knife right next to you. So it kind of throws away your ability, but if you don't see it in time, it can kill you. For that reason, I'm going to be putting Ronin in the D tier, only because her ability can be pretty useless at times. Next one is Saint. So Saint is the medic of the people. He sends out a drone when people get down anywhere on the map. You send out the drone and it revives the person without you having to be there or anybody near you. Now, his passive is whenever you revive the teammate, it heals you a good amount, and it heals a person a good amount, whoever you revived. His weapon is pretty good as well. I really enjoy his weapon. It has a little like scope when you scope in. This is the only weapon that has like a scope on it when you scope in, and his burst is kind of doo-doo. Most people use his MOK Mark IV because it is a pretty good weapon and it has a pretty good fire rate. I personally enjoy Saint, but the only thing bad about him is that whenever somebody destroys his little robot that goes and revives people, he has to wait a good amount of time to get that robot back. So until then, your ability is pretty much useless. And for that reason, I'm going to be putting him into the C tier. But his weapon's pretty good, but like I said, his ability is not really that good. Somebody who's going to be in the A tier, the B tier has to be a really good player. Next person is Scorch. Alright, so Scorch is a fire kind of person. She activates her ability and she sets a person on fire. So it says here, for a period of time, your firearms and melee attacks will set enemies on fire, dealing more damage over time. And then her passive is she's immune to fire. Sometimes you have a fire grenade, you throw it, she can walk through it without getting damage. So she can be literally cracked. She can literally destroy. But the thing with her ability is that she has a shotgun, which is really good. And then she also has this SMG, which is kind of trash. There's limitations on both guns, right? Because this SMG is kind of dookie, and this shotgun only has 2 shots. So the only time she's really good is when she has her ability active. When she activates her ability, which sets enemies on fire and deals more damage over time, nobody can step in her way. But the thing is, once you activate her ability, you have to wait a good amount of time to get her ability back. Okay, so until then, you have a crappy SMG. You really don't do that much damage, and her passive is kind of useless. Sometimes useless because a lot of them don't have the fire grenade. So for that reason, but I do recommend buying her because you know she can be a fragger, and you know she can help you out in certain situations. But for that reason, I'm gonna be putting her into the C tier. All right, next one we got is Talon. Talon. So this is personally Bobby's favorite character. This guy is literally, they have to nerf this guy because this guy is too good, honestly. So he sends out a radar dart that when you throw it, it attaches to surfaces and detects nearby enemies on your radar. And then his passive is you can pick it up and reclaim items from range. So anything, you don't have to like go up to it and pick it up. All he does is like literally the Star Wars Force type thing, and he holds it with his hand and it comes back at him. So he can literally see people where they are in the map with that radar dot, and you can reuse it over and over and over again. You feel me? So it's good for demolition and it's actually good for strikeout. I feel like this guy is gonna be one of the first ones nerfed. If not, I'm sure they're gonna nerf this guy. Number one, because he has the best SMG in the game. This is the best SMG. This gun and Lancer's SMG are neck and neck. And honestly, if your ability is that good, you shouldn't have an SMG this good. And then he also has a C4 which can be very versatile. If you see somebody behind something, but you don't really want to push them, then you kind of throw out the C4 and it explodes and it kills a person. And then very good perks. He also has this life drain, which I don't know why they make this guy so powerful. Gives him a certain amount of health over time for downing people. So for that reason, man, honestly, this guy has to be nerfed. But as of right now, he's honestly cracked, and for that reason, I'm gonna be putting him into the A tier. Next one we got is Trench. So Trench is essentially the leader of the Rogue Company team. In my opinion, man, this guy sucks. This guy it's ironic because he's a leader and he's trash. So his ability is he throws a barbed wire that slows enemies. So first of all, you can destroy the barbed wire, and then once you use the barbed wire ability, you have to wait a long ass time to get that ability back. And then his passive is he carries an additional grenade or gadget, which is a grenade or whatever, tear gas and an active protection system. So he really doesn't have like a grenade or anything like that. His AK is literally the same as Dallas, is good, but it's not really like crazy good. And then he has a DMR. This guy, in my opinion, his perks are kind of doo-doo. This guy, in my opinion, is one of the worst people, and it's ironic because he's the leader of the Rogue Company fighters, right? So for that reason, I put this guy in the F tier. And then last but not least is Vi. So I actually recently bought Vi, and I've been using her a lot. I really enjoy her. So she's pretty much she's infected with a deadly poison, and she has she's looking for a cure. So her ability is she throws cluster poison pools, and anybody that's in that pool reduces their health damage. And the passive ability is whatever health you took from that poison pools, it is then granted to you. So you have a cap of 25. So if you use it correctly, it can be very good. Her weapon is very good as well. It's an assault rifle, deals 16 damage, and it's really good. I really enjoy her. Honestly, she's a great player. And then her gadgets aren't as well, but she does have some pretty good perks. But other than that being said, she's overall a great character. I do believe they will nerf some sort of her in the future, but she's a very good character as well overall. So for that reason, I'm going to be putting her into the B tier. Alright, so this is pretty much the loadout, guys. This is honestly, like I said, everything in my opinion. Whatever from being worst to the best. And yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Tell me what you guys think. Tell me if you guys debate whether somebody should be there or shouldn't be there in that specific grade. And then yeah, man, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, my name is Almighty Adrian. I am going to be posting again, and so I try to keep this video as short as I could, but there's a lot of characters I got to explain. But I hope you guys made it to the end and enjoyed the video. But But yeah, my name is Almighty Adrian. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.